Hi guys, it's Chess Learning for Life here, back with another video. Today we're gonna provide you with a sample game of the Queen's Gambit decline from the perspective of white and how to win with it. So this was a game between Boris Gelfand and Moiseenko from 2013, and it may not be a top level game, but it is a very good game for us to analyze. So first off, it's the Queen's Gambit decline. This is the Ragozin defense, and for my repertoire, I just leave it there. Like, what is it doing? Are you gonna trade it off, or what are you gonna do? So here I pin his knight to the queen, although this is a relative pin, is still a very strong pin. So yep, this is all just still theory. Takes is a very common idea. If the knight from B doesn't go to D7 and the bishop gets kicked away, I always take on it. Firstly, it wastes the tempo. Second, it removes a key defender from the king side. And then this check is also a very common idea. It's basically, in exchange for getting the queen out, you let them get the knight out as well. But this is all just theory stuff. Protects the pawn, develops the bishop, develops it here maybe for extra protection for the knight. Normally goes to D3, but what I'm doubting is, like, after captures, did white really want this? Like, why didn't white capture first, as the engine says, and then go bishop e2 if he wants to? I don't know, but game goes on. Everything is fairly equal. This pawn hangs is which way you take. Now this very instructive pawn break, and because you want to open up your lines for your bishop here, you have the bishop here, you want the space advantage, you want them to have more scope, and then it also opens up these rook files. So therefore, white closes the center and doesn't allow him for any advancements. For now, you can like stick the knight in if you want to, or just trade off the bishop here. And yeah, Gelfand does exactly what I said. Trade off the bishop here. Now where's your bishop gonna go? Here, here, here's gonna get kicked. Here it's gonna get taken. It's basically trapped. So just giving it up. Have a dark square pawn structure with the light square bishop is better for black. But here after knight d2, so I'll let you see. Here, the relocation of this knight is already very strange. Knight b8, engine says knight b8 and then knight d7 is actually better because you get this knight b6 square. And also knight e7 is also better because it targets and then you can relocate to help on the king side. But I just don't understand what is knight d8. This is, look at the eval bar, it just gives away all the advantage. Not give away, but it just gives white all the advantage. And after this, look, it's queen infiltration now. And then it's the queen infiltration, and then the open rook file stacked up is very strong. Takes, looking for another stack up, so black denies it. But still gets the open file and ends up it's just too strong. After this, it's threatening take. And there is still take. But as a tactician, look for a better move. Always look for a better move. Pause the video. 1, 2, 3. And there goes the answer. Rook c8. So the idea behind this is, if king takes, you fork and win a piece. Rook takes, bishop hangs. Therefore, last try from Moiseenko, I suppose. It's just king h8, but now this loses to takes, and knight hangs. And this basically only gives white a +1 advantage, but is already enough. His pawns are just boomalized. This pawn is falling, this is too passive, and yeah, goes for the open file. White doesn't care about these. Where are your pawns? 7th rank is nothing close to this 5th rank D pawn. Takes. And then here, a very instructive moment. If you push, like sometimes sacrificing the rook, and then this position may sometimes be hard, or I don't know. But this also leads to rook endgames. I just want to talk about it briefly. No board, so listen carefully. For rook endgames, there could be a passing BCD pawn, not an A pawn. And then a main idea for black's rook is to, if it's still in like the 3rd or 4th rank, you could infiltrate the 2nd rank, take 2 of the kingside pawns, and then go back, or come here and then just sacrifice the rook for the pawn, and then it leaves you for 2 extra passed pawns with the king here. And if it is kind of advanced, then black could sometimes win or draw in this case. So therefore, a very common idea is, if you study the Lucina position, your king can sometimes come up, build a bridge with the rook if the rook is coming from behind, and then to promote. But this often doesn't work because black is too fast. It has checks, and then you can't let him take the pawn, and it mostly ends in a draw. I'm saying this because I had an experience in my latest tournament, and it was kind of, yeah, I didn't risk a 3-on-1 advantage here. It was like the same pawn structure, and then I had a passed pawn here. I couldn't risk it, so I just went for a draw, because my king was here, rook here, and then my king was here, rook here, and my rook was just like, if I go down to protect my pawn push, rook comes up and checks me, so I have to block, and then he goes back, and this is a very good drawing technique for black, and white should really accept it, because a 3-on-1 with only a rook, if a queen, it's definitely winning, but with a rook, it's kind of sketchy. So after this, you can see this e4 push, to support the bishop from the knight, and everything's just supported, you see? And now here just builds a bridge, because if this pawn goes too far, and this pawn goes too far, maybe there are some sacrificial ideas. But after the bishop blocks, game over. Moiseenko resigned and Gelfand wins. And this is a very instructive endgame techniques. I gave some rook endgame techniques in this video, and some tactics, middle game ideas about opening the double bishop and trading it off, and the knight relocation from the queen's gambit declined mostly. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned something to play for when in the queen's gambit decline for white. And this is all, guys. Like and subscribe for more chess content. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.